adrenaline in my soul. Something, Cody Rhodes. Whoa! What's up, everybody? It's me, Mark the Monster. Don't Say the F Word podcast. We are live right here on Instagram. It's Sunday night. It's our weekend wrestling, and we are coming right off of WWE's Royal Rumble event last night. Amazing show. Those of you checking us out live right here on Instagram, you do have the opportunity. You can contribute to our fundraiser for Tap Cancer Out. We are trying to raise some money for them, so you can click right on the link there, make your donation. Everything we raise this week will be going to Tap Cancer Out. We'll probably extend it throughout the month. Well, we have a lot of big things coming this week, guys. Tonight, we got the big guy, Jeremy, and the illegal brother-in-law, Joe. Going to be recapping the week in pro wrestling. Behind me right here, you can see we got the BKFC Prospect Series was live last night as well. You can check out that replay over on the BKFC's YouTube channel. You can watch the full event. It's like over 3 hours. It's long. It's like Monday Night Raw long. Tons of fights, great fights. Main event, you got Donald Sanchez. Spoiler alert. If you don't want to hear this, just... That's how it sounded if you were fast forwarding. But you're live, so spoiler. Donald Sanchez knocked out Noah Cutter in like 30-something seconds. It was fast. You blink, you sneeze, you fart, you missed it. That's what happens. It was quick. Anyway, Donald Sanchez won super fast. He's had like 88 pro fights. Something crazy like that. 88 pro fights is like 1 million fights. That's how that kind of math works. Anyway, tomorrow night, Monday night, 7 p.m., he's going to be live with us right here on Instagram. You guys can ask all your BKFC questions, all your combat sport questions. Find out what's next for... He's a veteran. He's a veteran in combat sports, but still has gas in the tank. Still wants to go for a title in BKFC. So we're going to see what he has going on and what's next. Because, I don't think he has to recover much after that fight. It was, I don't think he got hit. Now, let me check my notes. No, don't think he got hit at all. I think it was just dominant fashion there. So we'll see what's next for him. Thursday this week, February 1st, 9 p.m. These are all Eastern times. We're on the East Coast. 9 p.m., Jeremy Pitbull Smith. That's right, the Pitbull BKFC Cruiserweight will be here with us live on Instagram. If you guys miss these live shows on Instagram, you can catch them on Spotify, YouTube, Rumble, all those things. Once I get the editing done, I gotta edit these things. I gotta trim stuff. I gotta crop it. I gotta move them around. I gotta put little logos places. Try and do stuff to the audio. Sometimes I sound real gravelly, I think, or maybe not gravelly enough. I don't really know. But anyway, I gotta work on that kind of stuff. See if I can get things balanced out, and then I get it uploaded. It goes onto YouTube, Rumble, Spotify, all those places you can find your podcast. That's where you'll find us if you missed the live show. I don't know why you're missing the live show. Crazy things happen in the live show. You never really know who's going to show up. Ah, crap. Yeah, Stan's here. Yeah, you guys hear? Yeah, Stan. Yeah, Stan, I know. Yeah, okay. Stan wants me to point out to everyone that Roman Reigns cheated. Yeah, but Stan, he didn't cheat. Stan, you can keep saying that Roman Reigns cheated. No, he didn't. He didn't retain the title from cheating. There was no DQ in that match, Stan. Yeah, fatal 4-way, no DQ. So technically Roman didn't cheat. Listen, I understand you think you're sick of Roman being champ, but it doesn't really matter. Doesn't really matter if you're sick of it. Well, Michael Cole told everybody last night, if you're so sick of Roman being champ, beat him. But nobody can. Well, I understand that I'm a big Cody Rhodes fan, and I should believe that Cody can. And maybe Cody will. Maybe the illegal brother-in-law Joe is wrong. Maybe Cody Rhodes will beat Roman Reigns at WrestleMania, because if you somehow aren't aware, Cody Rhodes won the Men's Royal Rumble last night. Why are you acting surprised? You thought you were supposed to act surprised. We watched it together. You thought we were doing a bit? No, this isn't a bit. We watched the whole pay-per-view together. A premium live event. That's right, premium live event. Watch the whole thing. You thought that you were... Yeah, that doesn't make any sense, Dan. You were just talking about Roman. Why would that make any sense? Anyway, yeah, Cody won last night. He's punched his ticket, clearly going after Roman Reigns. Yeah, I understand. You think Roman will probably cheat again. And he might. It could happen. Who knows? Stan believes if Roman Reigns is champ for even one more day, the whole company is going to go belly up and go out of business. That doesn't even make any sense. Why would that be? Why would they go out of business? You're leaving? All right. See you later, Stan. Anyway, a lot of people have that opinion, right? A lot of people are very negative on the fact that Roman has been champ for so long, and thinking that, hey, maybe they should be pulling the belt off of Roman at any given minute. And clearly stands of that thinking, but it's not going to happen unless it matters, right? And for it to matter, it's probably going to need to be Cody. Oh, illegal brother-in-law Joe. Illegal brother-in-law Joe, get in here. What his opinion is. We got Stan over here just losing his mind about Roman Reigns cheating to win. I thought you were leaving, Stan. If you're going to talk, get back on camera. Without cheating, without the bloodline, you think Roman would have only been champ for 3 days? That makes no sense.
It makes a lot of sense.
Really, Joe? You agree with him on this?
I missed that first part.
So Stan believes that Roman Reigns would have only been champ for like 3 days, if not for the bloodline.
No.
Stan says Roman Reigns is just a cheater. He's not a great champion. He's a cheater.
Hey, Roman Reigns is the 21st century Bruno Sammartino. Thank you.
Stan says Bruno Sammartino didn't cheat to win.
Hey.
And I told Stan that Roman did not cheat to win at the Rumble. There was a no DQ in that match. Fatal four-way, no DQ, not cheating.
Hey, remember, Bruno also fought 5 matches a year and defended that belt.
Wait, Bruno had more matches a year than that.
He had at least 5.
But Roman
he defended that belt.
Has 5 matches.
And Bruno got 5 matches where he defended the belt every year. 5. Look it up.
So what do you think? Would you call Roman's victory last night because of him cheating? I'm saying he didn't cheat. There was no DQ. He didn't cheat.
He didn't cheat.
You see that, Stan? Roman didn't cheat. Joe says he didn't cheat. He didn't cheat.
He did not cheat. He did everything right. You saw the ref. 1, 2, 3. Bam. Nobody interfered. Nobody didn't do nothing. The referee saw exactly. The referee saw what the referee needed to see.
I mean, Solo did interfere.
Ref didn't see that.
Well, it didn't even matter. It's no DQ.
There's no DQ.
Yeah, so none of that mattered.
Actually, they didn't even say if it was a DQ or not. They just said fatal 4-way.
Yeah, fatal four way, no DQs. That's the rule.
Uh, okay, my bad.
Yeah, see? You
Uh-huh.
see what's going on behind me?
Yeah, I see.
Bare knuckle.
Bare knuckle.
Yep. Donald Sanchez will be live with us tomorrow night, Joe.
Oh, I saw that. I saw that.
Yep.
How did
Did
you
you see
think?
his knockout? 35 seconds.
Yes, I saw the knockout. I saw the replay.
And on Thursday, we got Jeremy Pitbull Smith.
Hit Bull Smith. Okay.
But I should tell you, I think the Juggernaut's mad at us
Why that?
because we're having Pitbull Smith on.
Oh well,
He thinks
my name,
we jumped ship.
my name ain't part of that scenario, is it? Just so we're on the same page.
I mean, yeah, yeah, it is. We're a team, Joe.
Damn. Hold on. Hey, get the door. Go out that way. All right. It's unlocked, girl. All right, get out. Well, I
When you
understand
go
where your team
inside, are
at.
you gonna put your earbud in so we don't echo?
Yeah, yeah.
All right.
Hey, go upstairs. Get the iPad. Go in the room. Daddy got to go to work.
See that, everybody? That's parenting right there. Just get your
Daddy
kid
got to go to
to get
work.
the iPad.
What?
Turn my bedroom light on.
Girl, get the iPad. Come on. I know, but I'm just saying.
Give me some time. I need some chips.
You don't need no tips.
You gotta get
Girl, we got.
chips.
Oh, you're in trouble, young boy, booby.
Girl, come on.
I like it.
I know you like it. Okay, here. All right.
You're walking down.
Walk you down, girl. You can walk down to. Oh Lord. Why are you scared to walk to your room, girl?
How is that?
Cause what?
It's a scary walk.
We're going in the room down in the bathroom.
Scary walk. That looks scary walk. Yeah. All right.
Very scary.
Yeah. Okay. Cool.
Scared.
All right.
Scared to run.
Girl, don't be scared to run. All right. Scream, holler. You need something, which I know you don't need nothing. Okay. Okay.
She's got the iPad. What can she need?
You be surprised.
She got chicken nuggets, right?
Yeah, she got chicken nuggets, but she want some chips as well. Like, good Lord.
That's the dinner of champions, Joe.
It's a bad dinner, champion. All right. Can you hear me now?
I can hear you now.
Okay, cool, great.
So before I get the big guy in here to talk about the Royal Rumble with you, I want to ask you just one thing. Did you enjoy the show?
I did.
And that's what matters.
It was good. It was great. And I say the women's had the best rumble of the whole night.
Really?
Yes, the women had the best rumble.
Well, tell me about it. Big guy didn't watch it, so me and you will talk about that. What was great?
Oh, what was great? They had better
Yeah.
surprises, had better entrance. Women was in there way longer than before. It wasn't this toss match. It had it going good.
What was your favorite moment?
I would say when Jay Cargo tossed out Nia. When Jordan Grace made an appearance, number 5.
And
And
so she's still in TNA, though, right?
she's still in TNA. I think they got like a deal going on that nobody knows about.
That's pretty cool.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, that's what I think. And what else? Oh, and how Bailey beat the record for an hour, 3 minutes, and some seconds.
That's a long time.
She beat Rhea. She beat Gunther. Oh, close to Gunther. My bad. No.
Yeah, that's a long time to be in the Rumble.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I'm still echoing.
Oh.
Uh-oh, what happened? Joe, you're frozen.
Oh, I know. Hey.
I think my echo broke Joe.
I'm back. There we go.
There we go. All right, the echo's gone.
I had to fix the Bluetooth connection. That's all.
Well, I'm glad that you enjoyed the Women's Rumble, Joe. It seemed like there were a lot of exciting moments that a lot of people enjoyed. The big guy didn't check it out, but he knows Bailey won. He's seen everybody pointing at the sign with her, which is pretty cool.
That was pretty cool.
But with that, I'm going to get the big guy in here. Jeremy, get in here. It's time to go to work. See if we can raise some money for Tap Cancer out.
Wait.
Yeah. All right, what?
You're slipping home, bro.
What'd I do? Yeah, not talk about my PWO shirt. Puppet World Order taking over.
You're still slipping.
I plugged tomorrow's show. I talked about Thursday's show.
No. You
I
forgot
yelled
the main thing.
at Stan.
You still forgot the main thing.
What's the main thing?
You forgot to tell my dad where to find us at on the podcast. Where you find us at? You forgot to tell him about the Rumble, YouTube, Spotify, Google Podcasts, Apple Music. How could you forget about that?
You know, Google Podcasts is going away.
Oh, it is? I know.
Yeah. Everything's going to have to get moved over to YouTube Music.
Oh, damn. Okay. No,
yeah, I'm going to have to move everything. I don't know when. I got an email about it.
Oh. Okay.
Got to move everything over.
Okay, well, I got to eliminate Google Podcast now. Okay.
It'll be YouTube Music in, I don't know, like a month or something.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
That's going to suck.
But yeah, if you're not here live, YouTube, Rumble, Spotify, Google Podcasts for now. I'm going to figure that out. There, I'll plug something else in somewhere. But
okay.
I'll be back around for Wrestler of the Week. I'll be back for that segment. In the meantime, Jeremy's going to get in here. I'm going to operate this camera and figure out the soundboard.
Yeah.
See you in a little bit, Joe.
Right. See ya.
What's up?
What's up?
Was he arguing with Stan?
That's how they do it. That's how they do it.
That seems about right. BKFC Prospect Series in the background.
I see that. Yeah.
They had some great fights last night. I was watching the Rumble, Collision, and BKFC all at the same time. Yeah.
I don't know how you do.
So if you're wondering how bad my ADHD is, that's how bad it is.
I can see 2, but 3, and that's bad.
Yeah. Had it all going, man. So did you enjoy Collision last night?
I watched it this morning. It was pretty good.
It was actually a really good show.
It was good.
Man, they should really just stop going against premium live events. Because they always put together a great show on the night of the premium live events, and I feel like just people forget.
Yeah, I feel like Tony Khan just wants you to not go to Peacock, be on TV, and watch live. Like, live.
The problem is that nothing makes it must-see live, right? I mean, the matches were fantastic. I take nothing away from the matches that they did. But I don't know that anything makes it must-see live. I thought the cage match was really good. That was really good.
That was good.
but there was nothing about that cage match that made it something I had to see happen while it was happening. You know what I mean? There was no titles involved.
Nope. It was just the average steel cage, well, triple threat steel cage match.
Yeah. Yeah. But yeah, I thought it was a good show.
But then, one thing I like about it is how they just did like a traditional steel cage, who escapes first. I ain't like that.
I didn't understand the rules for that steel cage match at all. So like I don't believe I've ever seen a multi-man steel cage match where the rule for it was your whole team had to escape the cage.
And that I didn't get that part. I felt like, what's going on? When I see him like he escaped, I'm like, it's over with. But it wasn't over with. It was still going. I'm like, okay.
Right. And like the ring psychology of that match didn't really make a lot of sense. You had the spot where, and spoiler alert if you haven't watched Collision yet, but you had the spot where Buddy Murphy and Cash were on the outside and he knocked Cash off, he fell through the table. And then they set it up like Buddy Murphy was going to climb back up and go back in. So it would be a 2-on-1 advantage.
Yeah.
So if the premise was to escape the cage to victory, then you could, like, there was no rule saying you couldn't just go back in the cage. So why didn't the guys who escaped to victory just climb back in to help out their teammates? I was a little confused on the psychology of the match. I thought the match was great. It was a fun match to watch. Just the psychology of the match didn't make a lot of sense.
That's why I'm like, it was a weird night. But I was like, okay, cool.
Yeah, definitely a weird match, but it was a fun match to watch. That cage is enormous.
It was a good, decent sized cage. I can't say that.
Yeah, it just looked really, really big for some reason.
I think they tried to make their steel cage like a modified version of Hell in a Cell, but just take off the top.
Huh. You might be right about that. You might be right about that.
Because you look how they had the door open in and how they got the little walkway. The Hell in a Cell normally on the other side, but they got it in the front, how they come out to the entrance. And the door is like wide open, like you do the Hell in a Cell.
Yeah. Yeah, I guess it is kind of modeled after the Hell in a Cell. Yeah. Interesting. I feel like
but the doors on.
I wonder if that's intentional.
Yeah, just the doors on different sides. That's about it, and no top. And you also looked at it, you can see where they got the little holes in the fence where you can step up in.
Yeah. Yeah, they pre-cut the holes, that was smart. That was smart for them to start doing in cages. You know, you go back and you watch King of the Ring, you see a serious struggle.
Yeah.
You see him struggling with trying to get up there, and you know, Mick had a hard time, Taker had a hard time.
Go.
You about to be in trouble. That little girl gonna beat you up.
No, it's not gonna be good. Look, 5 minutes. Be 5 minutes, okay? All right. Bye. Cool. Go back dancing. Be there in a minute, okay? Thanks. All right. I will eat
Joe's
it.
gonna help that iPad win Father of the Year.
I know. And look, Junior dips and dots.
Ooh,
Crackers and cheese. Yeah.
interesting.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't think there's a point in talking about Raw or SmackDown. They were just leading us to the Rumble. Man, I feel like I can't remember what happened on Dynamite. I know I enjoyed Dynamite. We talked briefly after the show.
Oh damn! What happened? Wait. Sting and Darby going to challenge Big Cat, not Big Mike and Ricky for the tag belts. They agreed to it.
Yeah.
And
So you got Big Bill and Ricky are going to face Sting and Darby.
the Young Bucks came, well, not Young Bucks, Matt and Jackson.
Matthew and Nicholas
came back as kind of like a heel authorities.
Did you see what I shared about what that's modeled after?
I did, yeah.
What do you think? You think that's a parody on Vince McMahon?
Yeah.
I'm iffy. I don't know if I think it maybe directly. Maybe the mustaches were directly. Um, do you think they 86 that? I'm not going to get into all the negative of the week involving the McMahons. I'm not going to. Other people have talked enough about it. It's too much.
Yeah.
But do you think that they're going to change the presentation of the Young Bucks if in fact that is a parody of Vince? Do they change the Young Bucks gimmick?
Well, you heard what they said. There was 4 EV. Now there's only 2. So they got to make the 2 the bad guys and make things their way. So I'm going to say it's going to be a parody. I say this week was a parody of Vinnie Mac, but I say next week they probably going to drop it and do something better.
Yeah, I think if they just move away from the stupid hat and the mustaches, and maybe no one will draw the comparison. I'll be honest, I didn't even initially pick up on the idea that it was a parody. It didn't really jump out to me that that's what was going on. So I don't know that anybody else really got it either.
I think the hat they should stay with the hat, but just cut the mustache because they keep the hat and the suits on. It'll go with them, and they'll be like their little preppy. They'll be preppy bosses and just ruin your day.
I can see that. Yeah, I could see them doing that, and I think it's weird because they're going to play the role of an authority figure, yet Daniel Bryan seems to be behaving more like an authority figure in AEW. So that's kind of weird.
Well, I would say Daniel knows more about. I say Daniel is probably more authority than Matt and Nick because they kind of like a softie. Daniels can be like the man you don't want to cross.
Yeah, I can see that. I like what AEW is building between Blackpool Combat Club and Shane Taylor Productions. With Shane Taylor and Lee Moriarty going to feud him, trade in matches with Mox, and now they're going to be working Claudio into that mix.
That was good last yeah.
I would like to see Blackpool Combat Club bring Shane Taylor and Lee Moriarty into Blackpool Combat Club.
I think Blackpool Combat Club should just break up right now. Just go their separate ways. Because
Really?
you have to look at it this way. You'll never see all 3 together. You might see 2.
There's 4.
1.
There's 4 people in Blackpool Combat Club.
See, that's how bad I am.
You forget about Wheeler?
I forgot about Wheeler. Yes, I did.
I lost your audio. Yeah, Joe, we can't hear you, man. I can hear you now.
Yeah. She called from iPad. Yeah.
Oh, that's funny.
Yeah.
I can't believe you forgot about Wheeler Yuta.
I ain't seen them on the wild, so that's why I said 3 because you'll never see all together. You just see like because when you look at it, you see commentary. You see like either Mox and Claudio or Daniels and Claudio, and then you'll see just Mox by itself doing commentary or promo about fighting somebody. Then you see all separate doing an interview. You don't never see all four. My bad, four.
Yeah.
Since
Yeah.
what the last few they had. What was that? Was that Stadium Stampede or that other war match? That still cage match?
Yeah.
Where they always
Yeah, they did a Blood and Guts,
that was
right?
it. That was it. Yeah.
Yeah, they really
That's the last time.
don't ever have them together as a unit anymore. I think continuing to call them the Blackpool Combat Club is silly. No one in the group is from Blackpool.
That was when Rigo was there.
Right. For 15 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
So I think the group could use an overhaul. I don't think they just have to break up. I just think there could be a name change, something. I would have liked to seen Sammy Callahan join and go with them. Then they could have just become the Buckeye Combat Club, and it could just been an Ohio thing.
It could, but yeah, like I said, you don't never see them all together anymore. So it's like, hey.
Yeah, maybe they'll do something with them. I just think, I don't know. I don't want to see Shane Taylor and Lee Moriarty just continue to job out to them. So it could be, have some good battles and earn their way into the club and kind of change the direction of that group a little bit. But it seems like Mox is pretty stuck in that presentation.
If you look at it, it's mostly just them three. That's why I forgot about Wheeler being in it.
Dude, it's mostly just
Mox stuff.
Brian, yeah, it's mostly Mox. Like, Brian Danielson doesn't really present himself as being part of the group anyway. He's off doing his own shit.
Yeah, that's what I said. You like, and then you got Claudio. He normally just be there for tag team.
What more are you gonna do with a guy who you really can't get over?
Have another feud with Eddie Kingston over.
I guess, right? Yeah, I don't really know what else you could do. So let's talk Rumble.
Rumble.
Yeah. Move on to the Rumble, because that's the most important thing from the week is the Royal Rumble, aside from the BKFC Prospect Series. Overall, what's your grade for the overall show?
I'll give it a B.
Really? Just a B?
I'll give it a B plus. A B plus. It was good. I wish they had a little bit more surprises in the men's, like not just that Andrade, but like more. Like I wish they just had like a TNA guy in there, like they did the women. Just like that's what I'm kind of hoping for. But
I would have thought, they could have put Moose in. That would have been cool.
I thought it was gonna be Moose or Ziggler or Nick, just so Nick keep his streak going in the Rumble, but he lost the streak.
Yeah. I was a little surprised by the lack of surprises. On Saturday, I joined Wrestling Depot guys for their live show Saturday and made some predictions, and they predicted Andrade would be part of the Rumble, and I didn't think so. I felt as though Andrade being part of the Rumble would be kind of wasting Andrade's return because it would get forgotten. Mm-hmm. And I was wrong. I was wrong about some other stuff too. But since you mentioned Andrade, we'll talk about it. Did you think they should have brought him in the Rumble? Did you think that served a point?
Yeah, served the point. They needed somebody. They needed some people. And he was free.
So now what do you do with him, though? Because in the Rumble, he had altercations with Carlito. He had altercation with Santos Escobar. He had altercations with Dominic Mysterio. And the logical thing would have been to bring Andrade in and have him be part of the LWO with Ray against Santos Escobar.
I'm saying he's going to go to SmackDown. His first feud with Escobar. Then after Escobar, it's probably going to be the other guy in the group. What's his name? The Carlito brothers, the brothers, them two,
Yeah.
number 1 and 2.
Um, do you think they're going to continue the LWO uh, versus Santos Escobar long enough for Ray to come back and do that match and put him over?
I
I
think they
kind of
can.
feel like it doesn't have its legs without Ray. That's why I thought Andrade would have been thrown into the LWO just to give it some star power while Ray's still out with the knee injury. And
I
it
think
doesn't
that's
seem like that's what they're going to do.
honestly. I think the LWO ran its course. It's not like back in the day where everybody was on the board of it. It ran its course. Escobar, when Ray got hurt, Escobar turned against him. That should have been it right there. But it's not. It's still going strong. Not saying it's a bad thing, but I think right now the LWO is nothing without Ray. They need Ray, and right now it's just like 1, 2, 3 people just there
I
representing
got to
the
be honest,
LWO.
man. Like, I felt like if you were bringing Andrade in, moving him into the LWO would have been a great way to get him over out the gate. Without him joining the LWO, I don't know how the hell you get Andrade over.
He's better off
He's never
solo.
been over.
That's under McMahon, but Triple H, he's over. Triple H gonna find something.
How does Triple H get Andrade over with the crowd? He's not Eddie Guerrero. Like,
I know. Hey,
he can do the Three Amigos all he wants. He can do the Frog Splash all he wants. He's not Eddie. He's never going to be Eddie. And
he needs Selena Vega.
the attempts to be Eddie actually hurt Andrade, in my opinion, because he's clearly not Eddie Guerrero. And the only person who would kind of make sense to be imitating Eddie is Dom.
Yeah.
Everyone else imitating, and even like Chavo isn't even a fan of that. But everybody else doing it, it's kind of silly.
I ain't never seen Dom do the Three Amigos. That's the thing. I ain't never seen him do it.
Yeah, he's done Three Amigos.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
Well, he don't do it on like a regular basis. He does them.
Nah, it's not an always thing for Dom. Like how Andrade has to do it in every match that he's in.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Ray just does it occasionally. But there's a story there for Dom to do it. Like, there's a reason Dom does it. It exists in the lore, and it's, part of the story of Dominic Mysterio. So him doing it makes sense. Andrade is just trying to draw a stark comparison to someone he's never going to measure up to.
Mm-hmm.
My opinion.
But I can say this. I'd rather need Selena Vega by his side because he's not that good with English. And that's not bad. I'm not saying it in a bad way. He's just not that good with English. So he needs Selena Vega no matter what. That's who he needs.
I mean, he having someone at his side, a manager type, an advocate type, somebody, is probably the only way to try and get him over to have someone who's a real strong heater. But they attempted that in AEW, and that didn't work there. They put him in groups in AEW, it didn't work there. And I think that he's just one of those guys who fans really wanted something to complain about and felt like he should have been given opportunities he didn't get initially in WWE.
Mm-hmm.
Then he comes to AEW and has the personality of a wet paper bag and can't get over there. So you're going to bring him back and barely a pop at the Rumble. I mean, I don't think the crowd was that excited. I think it took them a very long time to realize who the hell it was.
I did didn't know who the music was different. I didn't know who it was till you see it on the board. Andrade.
Well, and the mask, he didn't have that mask in WWE. So it's interesting to me. You know, a lot of people in the internet wrestling community really like to shit on Tony Khan and AEW and how they do things. If Tony Khan was so full of bad ideas and AEW was so terrible, why do Cody Rhodes, Jade Cargill, and Andrade have the exact same presentation now in WWE that they had in AEW? And CM Punk as well. AEW gave us babyface CM Punk. WWE didn't do that. Cody, Jade, Punk, and Andrade are portraying their AEW personas in WWE. And you still have people who are acting like AEW doesn't have good ideas. Like,
Well, I think the Cody was before he joined AEW. He did that in the Indies, so I don't think that was a count.
well, he started becoming the American Nightmare in the Indies, ROH, New Japan. But he was not given that presentation, that package, until AEW. I mean, he started the suits and everything started on the Indies, but that was just to make it. That was just the slow evolution. But the whole presentation, the ring gear, the big coat, the pyro, all of that was AEW. That was the running joke for a while, was that nobody else could have pyro because all the money went to Cody's pyro. But I don't know. I wish. I hope they do something good with Andrade, and I hope I'm eating crow in a year like I have to with Dominic Mysterio. But I just don't know how you get the guy over. So I was wrong there. I'm predicting that Andrade would not be in the Rumble. But we'll go ahead and rewind a little bit. Let's talk about that Universal title match, the four-way. What'd you think of it?
It was good.
It was very enjoyable, right? I mean, everyone knew how that was going to end. We all knew Roman was winning. There was no surprise in the finish. But I just thought the match was just enjoyable. It was a good way to get there.
Yeah, it was good. I like the fact that you had everybody attack Roman in the beginning.
Yeah.
They beat him up. Hold on. What you want? Oh my goodness. Never mind.
Yeah, I thought they put it together well. Like you said, the way it kicked off with everybody attacking Roman was good. I thought the finish was really good. I thought they put that together well. I think it was okay for AJ to take the pinfall.
Yeah.
I don't think it hurts AJ Styles at all.
Wait, thank. We'll dance in a little bit, okay? All right, go. All right, we'll dance.
Oh, you're going to be dancing?
Yes, we're going to be dancing. Sorry, it won't be live on the podcast. Sorry, y'all. So sorry.
Oh, you're not going to do that live? Joe, the people want to see you dance.
Okay, what? All right, fine. We'll do a quick 2-minute dance. That's about it, okay?
No, man. If Joe's dancing live on the podcast, guys, I need people to go ahead and hit that fundraiser button. Let's donate some money to Tap Cancer out.
Come on. Right. We're going to do a quick 5. Come on. Look, camera. The camera. All right. Sorry. Let's go.
Anyone who's just catching this in the audio form, sorry sorry about your luck. You're missing seeing the illegal brother-in-law Joe dancing. I really hope that helped us raise some money for tap cancer out. That'd be great if it did.
We're back. Okay, we're back. Enjoy the drink. Hold on. I need to drink more. You do, girl.
All that sitting at that desk, Joe, you ain't got the cardio for that no more.
I don't. Go. Hey. 5 minutes. Okay. Thank you.
So let's talk about that U.S. title match, Logan Paul versus Kevin Owens.
Oh, that's out of all the things, out of all the timing, how in God's name did the referee see that? Out of all the things in the world.
I mean, like Pat McAfee said, now all of a sudden the ref has 20/20 vision.
Yes.
I predicted that right. So when I was on with the Wrestling Depot guys, I said that match was going to end in a DQ. My thought was Jake Paul would interfere to cause a DQ.
No.
But instead, we just got brass knuckles.
No. It's like I said, if you look at Logan Paul history, every match, somebody from his entourage always interferes.
Yeah.
And if he did it.
Yeah. It's the Roman Reigns shtick just in the mid card. It's fine. It does what it's supposed to do.
Yeah. But yeah, 2020.
I thought that match was really good.
It was, but the 2020 vision that got me. Like, how in the world could we...
I gotta say, man, I gotta hand it off to Logan Paul and Kevin Owens and that ref for making sure everybody was in the right places at the right times to make sure the ref seen it at the exact last second the ref could have seen it.
Mm-hmm.
They really put that spot together really, really well. And for anyone who hasn't seen it, brass knuckle spot in the Logan Paul Kevin Owens match. Logan Paul was able to keep it concealed and tried and was not successful to use them on Kevin Owens. Kevin Owens got the brass knuckles, used them on Logan Paul, and the ref did not see it until almost at the 3 count. We're talking 2.88 seconds. Right before his hand hit the mat for 3, he seen the brass knuckles on Kevin Owens' fist and DQ'd him. I'm not sure if that's how it works, to be honest. Doesn't the ref have to see the use of the foreign object?
He does.
The presence of the foreign object does not necessarily mean the use of the foreign object.
Yeah, but I guess in the ref mind, he seen him knocked out. Then he put 2 and 2 together, like, ooh, that punch.
But I mean, innocent until proven guilty in a wrestling ring, right?
Right.
Or no?
Where the ref says goes.
Any way you go with it, they DQ'd Kevin Owens. Logan Paul wins, remains U.S. champ. I was hoping it would be a Jake Paul interference, and at WrestleMania we would get Jake Paul and Logan Paul versus Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens. That would have been cool. Seems as though we're certainly not going that direction. We're probably going to get a Logan Paul, Kevin Owens rematch at Elimination Chamber. I don't know where you go from there because I don't think you pull that belt off Logan Paul right now. But I think that was a fun match. Now we go into the Men's Royal Rumble.
One thing about the match is why they put it on before the Fatal 4-Way, after the Fatal 4-Way.
Yeah, so the organization of the card was a little weird. I knew Women's Rumble was going first.
Mm-hmm.
You have to do that because you don't want anyone to go home.
That's you.
I was surprised that the Universal title match was second on the card.
Mm-hmm.
I thought with them doing that, I thought we were going to see those 3 guys be in the Rumble. So I thought, as soon as I seen that was second, I thought, okay, so LA Knight, Randy Orton, and AJ Styles will be entrants in the Rumble. Otherwise, you would not have this be the second match.
Yeah.
And then that didn't happen at all.
Then, as I'm thinking about it, I see why they did, because they needed Roman to be in the crowd, sitting watching the match.
Dude, they had so much time though. I guess. I mean, I guess maybe shower, get cleaned up during the U.S. title match, and then get out there for the entire Rumble.
Yeah.
But I wasn't. I missed that Jey Uso pulled number one
Oh,
for the Rumble.
they he did it on that morning, the afternoon, whatever, before the show.
Okay.
Because they had
Um,
some do it on Friday night, and then some did it that morning.
to have the Usos be number one and number two, I thought was a cool touch.
I,
Um,
I, I, I thought Jimmy was gonna be number three. I said Jimmy gonna be number three. Just watch. And I said
yeah.
Solo probably gonna be number two. But nope.
Um,
I'm like, wow.
I thought it was weird that the crowd did not seem that hyped about that face-off.
No, they ain't ready for it just yet.
Yeah, I talked about that when I was on with the guys from Wrestling Depot. I said, Triple H likes to test the waters with things. He likes to try something out before he goes full clip with it. So he tested the waters with the Usos with the face-off of whether or not to do that at WrestleMania. I don't think we're going to get that at WrestleMania this year. The crowd didn't seem into it.
I think the crowd, it's not like a Matt and Jeff or Kristen and Edge. These are like legit brothers, like legit biological brothers. So I don't think the crowd thinking of it as two brothers just having a face-off fight. That's it. They don't see it like a good fight happening now.
Yeah, I think that we've had so much time pass since the Bloodline stuff with those two that there's no emotion attached to it right now with the crowd. So we're going to have to rebuild that emotion. And can we do it in 69 days? I don't know.
Of course you can. You got to have... Okay, let's just say...
There's got to be a beatdown that happens.
There's a beatdown. I believe it's Jay fighting Gunther tomorrow or the next week. It's one or two. The only way it can happen is Jimmy shows up tomorrow and stops the brother from pinning Gunther.
My thought was Jimmy and Jay are both going to be in the Elimination Chamber.
Yes. I don't know.
I think that's the only way you can get to those two being at Mania together is put them both in the Elimination Chamber. One eliminates the other, and the one who gets eliminated first comes back and costs the other one the victory.
Maybe. Wait, is it just going to be one elimination or two?
Two. I think you put them both in there. I think you have Jimmy gets eliminated. It doesn't have to be by Jay. Jay's one of the final two in there. Jimmy comes back and costs Jay the victory. So that way Jay can't face Roman.
No. I mean, like, is it gonna be like two separate elimination chamber matches, two separate ones, or just one elimination chamber match?
Hey, just one.
Okay.
I don't know. I don't know how you get to doing the Usos at Mania and having the crowd react well, because you can't tell a great story. They're on separate shows.
Then how you think they're gonna do with Cody and Roman? Two separate shows.
I was going to ask that a little later on in the show here, but we can ask that question right now. Does Cody Rhodes leave Monday Night Raw now?
I think he leaves if he wins the belt.
He has to leave before, right? I mean, he's got to be on SmackDown to be talking shit to Roman.
Going upside down.
No. They did it before. Like, he'll still be on Raw, but he ain't gonna move to SmackDown until probably if he wins the belt. So right now he'll still be technically Raw. But if they do decide to do that, then I guess he will move over to Friday. But then you gotta think about it. Everybody only watches Raw like you and Mark is for Cody.
I watch for other reasons. Bronson Reed's really good.
I'm just throwing Mark in there, because of Cody.
Yeah. I enjoyed the men's Rumble match. I was surprised that there were no surprises. I definitely thought X Pac would have been number 6.
I thought Sean Spears would be number 10.
Me too. Yeah. I don't know. Maybe the Rumble surprises and calling up legends. Maybe that's done.
I haven't thought the Rock would be number 30. Like, watch, the Rock's gonna be number 30. He'll win the Rumble. He won 30. It was Sammy.
Yeah. So I guess we're not getting Roman Rocket Mania like everybody said.
I heard a spoiler. It could be at the Chamber or Saudi Arabia. Go.
I could see it as a good Saudi show. They would make a ton of money,
Yeah,
but
so,
I don't know, man. I think we're never getting Roman Rock. This week, that's how I feel. I feel like we're never getting Roman Rock. Next week, I could totally change my mind. Who knows?
look at this way. You got 2 months, at least 2 months. They're gonna find a way to put it in there. Don't know how.
You think?
They'll find a way.
I don't think they need him.
I think.
What do you need? Why would you need to do Roman versus Rock?
Because you want the second night to be the best night. You want the second night of the show to be better than last year when the crowd left booing because, your boy lost. Now,
But the boo was the reaction they were supposed to have. They were supposed to leave upset. They need us to hate Roman Reigns, and we're not there yet. Nobody hates him.
so that's what I say. You're gonna spin around in circles and get dizzy. That's on you. I can't save you. I'm gonna kick you in your butt. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna send you to the orange store guy's house and you spend the night with him. How that sound? What's up? Go ahead. Yeah. You're gonna need to like Roman, Rock, Cody. That'll be like your best way to make everybody happy, because you can't just have The Rock say 2 weeks ago, maybe I should get at the head of the table, and nothing happened.
It seems like that's what we're doing.
But now they're gonna stir that pot up. I don't know how it's gonna happen, but I bet this is gonna happen. Let's just say Cody announces he's gonna fight Roman. Bam, tomorrow. It's already set in stone. He already pointed to him last night, so it's set in stone. Let's just say The Rock, with his new powers and control, makes a stipulation. He wants to fight Roman at Mania. He uses his powers. Cody, if I beat you at the Chamber, we'll say the Chamber, I get put in at Mania for a triple threat. If I lose, it's all you. I won't fight Roman till sometime in the summer. And what happened? The Rock beats Cody. Bam. Triple threat. Bam. I can't tell you the outcome of Mania, but I would want to say Roman should keep the belt after Mania, but I think he might drop it, but he should keep it. That's what butt get.
Man. So here's one thing I just want to point out about last night's Rumble. I made my prediction that I thought Gunther was going to win. That was my final prediction yesterday with the Wrestling Depot. I predicted Gunther's going to win it, go on and challenge Seth, and he's going to go on and challenge Seth with both belts, or he's going to forfeit the IC title on his way into Mania. And at no point in time during the Rumble did I feel confident in any way, shape, or form of who I thought was going to win the Rumble. Right down to the final two of it being CM Punk and Cody Rhodes, I was so back and forth watching it of who I thought was going to win that when Cody finally put Punk over the top, I was excited. Genuinely, awesome. This is great.
I was kind of mad because, I said Punk could have caught himself. He could have caught himself, but that's when
There's a rumor that he's got that he re-injured his tricep, so
I saw that, but then it is what it is. I'm mad. But I called the Final Four. I told my friend, the Final Four was gonna be Gunther, Drew, Punk, and Cody. I knew just by at the end, you see all people in the ring, you can just tell who the Final Four was going to be. Called it.
Yeah. So I had three of the four. I did not have Drew in my final four. I had Dominic Mysterio in that spot. And I had a book that Gunther and Dom would be the final two. If I if I would have had the pencil outside of doing what everyone knows my heart wanted, and that's Cody to win, my thought was they were going to do Gunther, and I would have thought you would have Cody Rhodes eliminate CM Punk. CM Punk, after being eliminated, jumps back up, pulls Cody over the top to eliminate Cody, so you could turn CM Punk heel. Then that would have left Dominic Mysterio and Gunther in the ring together, which the crowd would have definitely not wanted Dom to win. So you would have had a lot of emotion there and make it look really close, like Dom's going to be victorious and go on to WrestleMania.
Mm-hmm.
And Gunther's over the top, just barely misses, touching both feet, pulls himself back in, and then he just murders Dom and throws him over the top and goes on to Mania. I think that would have been cool. Didn't happen, though. We got Cody's going on to WrestleMania, going to challenge Roman Reigns. My question for you, Joe, what happens for Seth now? Cody's going to go on. He's going to face Roman. Cody's going to probably spend some time on both shows and probably fall onto SmackDown. And then I don't know what happens with the Universal title in the future. I don't know if we keep that title like this, if we keep the brand split for the world champions or whatever. I don't know if we're doing all that. But who wins the Elimination Chamber and goes on to face Seth Rollins? Because you had some pretty big showings of the Rumble. Braun Breaker looked great. He's my star of the Rumble. Not my wrestler of the week, though. I'll make that clear. We'll get to that before we get out of here. But who faces Seth Rollins at WrestleMania?
I'm going to say this. Just because it's going to be overseas, it's going to be Gunther win that Elimination Chamber. It's going to be Gunther. I don't know how. I don't know who all going to be in it. But I'm going to say the Elimination Chamber is going to be for 6 Raw superstars. Somebody going to face Seth. So if I had to pick it, you had to put Gunther, Drew, if Punk's okay. Main event Jay. Somebody from Judgment Day. Kind of hard to pick. Somebody. What?
Finn.
No. Finn and Damian Priest. Them the 6.
I could see that. Yeah, I think that's a fair 6. Pretty good. That'd be a fun match to watch. And then you're having Gunther win that?
Gunther.
I'm okay with that. I think that's good booking. So we got that all tied up.
But if CM Punk can't make it, we'll say if he can't, I would say the substitute of the match would be
Braun Breaker.
Nah.
Or Jimmy.
They should put Carmella Hayes in there.
I could see that. Yeah, I could definitely see that. What's up, Mark? Is it time yet? Time for what? Is it time for our SWEENS Hot Sauce Wrestler of the Week? Joe, is it time for the SWEENS Hot Sauce Wrestler of the Week?
Maybe. Is it time for the Wrestler of the Week? Yes or no? Wrestler of the Week. Is it time? Is it time to start the show?
What show?
The Wrestler of the Week.
Yeah.
Yes.
All right. It's time for our SWEENS Hot Sauce Wrestler of the Week. Joe, I'm going first this week. What
All right, go ahead.
makes you get to go first, Mark? Because if I go first, I can get out of here and get back to operating the camera. Is that fair?
Fair deal.
I'm
Fair
all
deal.
right with that. All
I
right.
agree with that.
All right. My wrestler of the week, Braun Breaker.
All right. Why you pick Braun?
Why? Yeah, why are you taking Braun Breaker? Did you see how fast he moved? He wasn't supposed to be in the Rumble. Got the call. Got in there. 23 miles an hour off the rope. That's fast.
Yeah, I heard that.
That's faster than a Jimmy John sub. Okay, we are not sponsored by Jimmy John's. And you're right, that is faster than a Jimmy John sub. He's right. Braun Breaker did look great.
I agree.
Okay. Mark, your wrestler of the week, really good pick. Really good pick.
Braun Breaker.
Braun Breaker. Joe, who is your wrestler of the week?
My wrestler of the week. Just because he made my day. This like the past week, this whole week, he made my day. He made me enjoy wrestling.
Wait. I think it's happened again.
Oh God, please say it ain't. Don't say it.
I think we have the same wrestler of the week.
No.
Okay, so you know who yours is. I'm going to stop you to give mine because I got my Simon Miller Goofy Wrestling for Life shirt on because my wrestler of the week is R-Truth.
Go!
It was your wrestler of the week, R-Truth?
Yeah, it was.
I can't believe it happened again. Well, congratulations, R-Truth. I don't think you're watching us live, but if you're checking us out on Spotify, YouTube, or Rumble, you are. It's 2-1. So sorry, Mark. Braun Breaker doesn't get the split decision victory here. It goes to R-Truth.
He took a lucky guess, baby. That's all. A lucky guess.
Why did you go with R-Truth?
I went with R-Truth because Monday, all week long, he made the show so hilarious to watch. He made everything on point.
He's so funny, man.
Even when he said, "Oh, this nigga, I go to quarantine," I just took it right there, like.
What did it for me was the hot tag.
And I'll get into that too.
The fact that he did a hot tag. I just want to know if they talk about this stuff with him or if he just does whatever he wants and everybody else has to go along with it. Like, he's improv in pro wrestling, and it's just fantastic.
Yeah, like, and how he went in the women's rumble, started with the men, then in the men.
Where are all the guys at? Yeah.
Like,
R-Truth's performance this week was very good for all of pro wrestling because he lightened the mood.
And the main reason why I picked him is because I figured you would actually pick somebody that actually did wrestling, and I picked somebody that, like, he ain't wrestled, he ain't did much, but he made the week just so fun for me. That's why I picked him.
You know what, man? I'm prone to my wrestler of the week being based upon the in-ring performance types of things and the athleticism and something like that. This week, I think pro wrestling just really truly needed R-Truth.
Mm-hmm.
We all needed someone to lighten the mood. We needed someone to put a smile back on our faces. And R-Truth did just that on more than one occasion. Do you think it's in the cards for them to ever turn R-Truth into a serious character?
No.
I hope not, because Simon Miller, goofy wrestling for life, and I do enjoy some goofy wrestling. But do you think, man, do you think they can ever make R-Truth serious?
No. Our truth, he is a talented. He talented, but he talented at getting the crowd and everybody on his side.
Yeah.
He talented at making. He can make the baddest person, the meanest heel in the world, a break character. I'd be surprised to make Gunther break character live on TV one day, just for the heck of it. Like, as mean as he looks.
I mean, he's broke. He's got Brock to break. His merch sales, his merch top selling, outsold Punk. So I think that's really cool. Yeah, I'm glad we both picked R-Truth, to be honest with you. But that is our Sween Hot Sauce Wrestler of the Week. Guys, go check them out. Sween's Denver.
Oh, one more thing I gotta mention. I thought about it over the weekend, so I will only do trivias on 5 pay-per-views, and I picked out the 5 pay-per-views.
What 5?
We got the Rumble, which is already set in stone. Got Mania, SummerSlam, Survivor Series, and the 5th one will be Money in the Bank.
Okay. So we got our next 2. It will be Mania and Money in the Bank. So we'll look to get those scheduled to make sure everybody knows. Tune in for that trivia so they can be in here live. That would be a much better live show than they catching the recording, the replay afterward on Spotify or YouTube or Rumble or eventually YouTube Music, apparently, according to Mark. Tomorrow night, we have Donald Sanchez, BKFC fighter. Hell of a performance last night in Albuquerque, New Mexico. He beat his opponent in 35 seconds. I believe that was his 88th pro fight. Yeah. That's awesome. It's a lot of fights. It's a lot of fights. Thursday, Jeremy Pitbull Smith, BKFC Cruiserweight, will be joining us. We will have some more stuff to announce later on in the week. Joe, any big predictions for Raw tomorrow night?
Cody comes out in the beginning of the show saying he won, how he had broken the record for the 26th year back-to-back, and he's letting the world know he's going to fight Roman, but before he does that, someone's going to come in and cut him off.
All right. My prediction tomorrow night on Raw, they will announce that they signed Okada.
And they'll be like, next week since February 3rd.
I think they will. I'll be honest. I think I'm okay if they sign Okada and put him in NXT. If the goal is to make NXT what NXT used to be as a third brand versus developmental.
Yeah.
But I think they will. I think within, if not tomorrow, within the next 2 weeks, they will announce they've signed Okada. His debut will be at the Elimination Chamber. Not in the Chamber match, but he will have his first match at Elimination Chamber. Maybe they give us him and Nakamura. Maybe.
You're gonna need Nakamura.
Yeah, that's my thinking. I don't think he goes to AEW. I would like to see him go to TNA. Yeah. But I don't think he's going to go to AEW. I don't know what they could do with him. I see so many people are like, WWE wouldn't do a good job, blah, blah, blah. AEW is not the spot for a guy that's that star power as Okada. And I think that the presentation he could get in WWE would be much better.
I think he should go to where they appreciate Japanese wrestlers, not just because of scheduling or anything like that, where he feel much appreciated. It's not even about the money. He needs to go somewhere where he knows he'll be appreciated, not about the money, the travel or anything, just somewhere he knows he'll feel wanted, appreciated, and nobody won't judge him because he barely knows kind of English. That's what he
I
needs
guess
to do.
that'd be TNA.
That's the best thing to say. He should go somewhere.
It's always about being where you're appreciated. Well, with that, thank you everyone who checked us out live right here on Instagram. If you're checking out the replay on Spotify, YouTube, Rumble, Google Podcasts, wherever, we appreciate you guys too. But you should really check us out on Instagram. You can follow us, turn on the notifications. You'll get notified anytime we go live. You never know when it could be a surprise. But tomorrow, Donald Sanchez will be here Thursday. That's 7 o'clock Eastern Time tomorrow, 9 o'clock Eastern Time on Thursday with Jeremy Pitbull Smith. We will have some more announcements coming later in the week. You never know what fighters will be joining us. So we got 2 BKFC fighters this week. There's going to be some more on deck next week, so make sure you guys are following us and join in on the live podcast. That way you can ask your questions right in the chat. We'll ask them. We'll respond to them. So we thank you guys for checking us out. Joe, you got any words of wisdom?
Words of wisdom. I need all y'all who watch this YouTube video. If you watch this YouTube video, you saw me dancing. At least donate $1 for crying out loud. I don't care. 50 cents, $1. Donate something. It's for a good cause.
Everybody, right there. Live fundraiser for Tap Cancer Out. Trying to raise some money, guys. Nothing goes to us. Everything goes right to the nonprofit. So thank you, everyone, for checking us out. We'll see you tomorrow night.
All right.